Hello people, my name is Rage and welcome on Awesome. Welcome to Awesome? I guess, that makes sense. I'm gonna be proud of my runs, proud of my ability, which I guess doesn't make sense because I tend to be really bad at this game, but at least you guys get to laugh at me. Kane! My main pirate man, the bringer of pain. It has been a while. Curse of the Blind, fitting for Mr. One-Eye. I'm liking this. The symbolism is strong. We're off to a good start. Welcome to more Awesome. I have no idea, but I'm pretty pleased by everything. We got a tinted rock and 2 pills. This is a very interesting room. Our item then. The butter bean. Honestly, could not have asked for a better starting item. Pretty pleased with this. And by pretty pleased with this, I mean, are you serious? Boom. Oh, why didn't that do anything? I'm, genuinely really sad now. I thought that would kill all of them. Does the butter bean... Okay, I'm gonna probably be a massive noob here, because I actually don't fully know the mechanics of the butter bean. And you may be like, really? But think about it. How often do you find yourself genuinely using the butter bean? Because, I will admit, it's probably not a lot. I feel like we have a library down here, so we'll have a look in here. Ooh, I mean, what we got here... The Book of Sin, definitely going to take the Book of Sin over the Butterbean. So, sorry Butterbean, you had a good run, and these 4 other books there. That's kind of ridiculous. There could be Book of B, there could be the Satanic Bible. Hell, we could get a Revelation run. This could be Bandage Girl. But for all of this to happen, I'm going to have to find me some keys. And that's not all that likely. I only have that one because Kane likes to bring his own keys. He doesn't rely on them appearing, and I can definitely respect that. I honestly can. As these flies just absolutely wrecked me. Bloody hell. Not often do you get absolutely obliterated on the first floor of something. But no, that was... absolutely unreal. Bombs or keys does absolutely nothing, but at least we know what that pill is now. So, that is an advantage here. So we do have at least one bomb. The question is, where do I want to use it? Do I want to use it on these pills, or do I want to use it on a secret room potential? I feel like I want to use it on these pills, because one of them is the bombs equals key pill, and the other one is paralysis. That kind of sucks. But having the utility of the bombs equals keys is probably quite nice. So, yeah, I mean, we're effectively back to being base Kane. We're going to get a spirit heart here, which is nice, because it means I can go into the curse room, then come back and pick up my spirit heart. I wish I had explosive diarrhea, which is not a sentence I find myself oftentimes saying in day-to-day life. I mean, you don't casually remark to people, you know what I wish right now? You know what I really wish? You know what I would love to be a thing in my life? I wish I had explosive diarrhea. You know the situations where you just really want explosive diarrhea? Yes, I'm currently experiencing one of them right now. This Larry Jr. up here is not the smartest Larry Jr. I've ever experienced. He's not really too sure what he is doing. Come on, come back at me. There we go. Down he goes. I wanted to get rid of him before breaking the larger one up into 2 more parts, because I don't want to have to deal with triple Larry Jr. And just a classic HP up, which is actually fine because it gives us even more of a reason to at least go in this curse room. But it is a shame that we are severely lacking on keys for this library. More pills. Ooh, we actually get to go to a devil room on the first floor containing 2 devil room chests. Even if this is 9 lives, yep, which it is, I think that's actually worth it at this stage. We only really lose 1 heart, honestly, and we're going to go pick up a spirit heart, and then we get explosive diarrhea. I'm actually going to keep explosive diarrhea because I'm going to use it to potentially get into a secret room on this floor. There we go. So we at least can make that happen, and if it happens to have keys in, it doesn't have keys in, but honestly, this is in fact, honestly brilliant. That gives us the shop a lot of worth. So I think we got a fair amount of good stuff out of this first floor. We even get to pick up that half a heart. We got a spirit heart for extra protection. You always got to bring extra protection, guys. You never know. Red Dwarf. I love Red Dwarf. I really do. Dwayne Dibley for life. If you know what I'm talking about, then high five. If you don't, go watch Red Dwarf and come back to this later, okay? I mean, there is 10 seasons, so you might want to finish this first, actually. But either way, 'tis good. Okay, Caney boy, let's have a look what's in here. 2 normal chests, not crazy worth it unless we end up finding ourselves very low in consumables for this floor, but that's not really likely to happen. I don't know what it is about Kane, but I feel like I always play better than average. Apart from that fly room, which absolutely wrecked my life, the Hierophant is very, very nice. Oh god, oh my god, that is terrifying. I mean, while they're harmless enemies, imagine getting swarmed by giant flies desperate to kill you. There is something very innately terrifying about that. Oh good, a key dropped, but we are going to have to wade through a lot of poopy flies to get to it, which is something you don't often want to wade through as far as wadables go. I mean, I don't know how many wadables there are. Treacle's probably a fun wadable. I mean, there's a lot of things that you could fill up a pool with and dive in, and it would be both horrible and amazing. I guess a pool filled with jelly would be good, though. Is jelly soft enough for you to just fall into it? Because I'm not entirely sure that it actually is now that I think about it, and you definitely don't want to end up just stuck in a pool of jelly. Also, this room is quite brutal. I'm gonna hopefully funnel them all through here, and as long as none of them really try and go through the other way. There we go. I feel like all things considered, I handled that okay-ish. My only downside was choosing the champion damage way out instead of the half a heart damage, but under the stressful situation, I think I'm okay. Imagine that as a Lost. Also, talking of the Lost, the Afterbirth DLC is going to buff the Lost, most likely by giving him spectral tears, which he bloody should have. He's a spooky ghost, and at the same time making him start with either the D6, the D20, or the D4. The D6 is the best, obviously, buff for him, because you can reroll away those items that are just a slap in the face on the Lost, like HP ups, but the D4 also has a lot of potential for giving you a randomly OP run and making it easier to win, and the D4 also solves the problem of useless items, because you pick up that HP up, and while it's not doing anything for you, it is technically another reroll target, so it's got that going for it. And we got ourselves a bit of pride action. Want to get away from those bombs. Oh god, that one's going to go. Wow, pride actually just took the bomb for me. I never knew he was that selfless. I really didn't. I'm quite honestly impressed with him. Anarchist Cookbook, not something we want over the Book of Sin, but it's not far off. An extra bomb is good. We are out of them. And now we can go get that battery and use it again and pop in the shop real quick. Yes, indeed. So I think the D4 would be the best thing. It's less of a straight-up just power boost, but definitely gives you a lot of potential. So back to the pool then. If you could have a pool filled with anything you chose, what would you choose? I'm going to buy the key just in case. I'm very paranoid about not having enough keys. You guys will know this by now. Item room? Yes, I thought so. I thought so. Is it just me, or is our tears and damage actually kind of okay on base Kane? It doesn't seem that weak. Item! We may as well. Roid Rage is nice. It does give us a very good amount of speed, and it kind of makes you look badass. The fashion is definitely there. Alright, leg day. You very much wanted to wreck everything I had, but, you know, that's fair enough. We get the bomb back. Of course, the bombs that have been stuffed in rocks. You know how much I love that. And we get ourselves another Spirit Heart. So, all in all, a 100% successful rock explosion. And do I want to go get a secret room? I feel like I do. Secret rooms have been pretty good to me recently, so I'm going to give them another opportunity to do so. Yeah, may as well. Oh, I love it when it chains into batteries. Oh man, that is one hell of a Book of Sin chain. That's the largest one I've ever seen. Yeah, that's right. It's massive. I'm glad we got a dingle-dangle room that has poops to hide behind, because our damage is non-existent, and if it wasn't for that, we would be killing this a while and probably take a lot of unnecessary damage. So this is good. So what would you choose then to fill a pool with? Milk is quite a good option. I also always thought it would be really fun to fill a pool with the middle of bread, because I like bread crust, I do, but I am a big fan of bread middle. Imagine a pool size filled with bread middle. Would that not be glorious? Am I the only one who thinks that would be glorious? Is that weird? I just feel like it would be absolutely excellent. I really, really do. He's about to shoot. We don't want to be anywhere near that when it happens. And he did. Alright, that was a very, very successful dingle-dangle fight. So I'm happy with that. And we should get ourselves a devil deal, which might actually help us continue on our path to true guppyage. Let's take the stem cells, as much as I really hate them, and Headless Baby is not something I'm, I'll admit, completely fussed about. So let's pop on down to the next floor. We're a little behind as far as boss rush goes, but aside from that, doing pretty damn well. Maybe I should have done the mob trap. I don't know. Do I put not enough weight on mob traps? Because unless they've got a sizable amount of quality chests, I never think it's worth the potential to just take unnecessary damage in there. But maybe I should live a little more and just go for it. Damn it, I wanted to dodge them both, but their swirliness, and sometimes it just doesn't matter. I've actually come to appreciate Curse of Darkness a lot more, because it is more than just annoyance. It's actually a difficulty setting in itself, because this game is surprisingly, well, maybe not surprisingly if you've played a lot, but I feel like it is ridiculously harder in the dark, like a lot more than one would expect, and that's kind of cool, because so many things in this game are reliant on you being able to see and react, and the Curse of Darkness very much limits your ability to do that, so it is kind of cool. We'll go in the curse room, definitely, and unfortunately get a terrible one. This is where Curse of Darkness really shines. I legitimately, if it wasn't for the slight flashing red, I would not be able to see these spiders, which is quite creepy in itself. A black heart is good. Annoyingly, it happened in there. Should have used that out of it, but I didn't expect to get a black heart, so I'm not going to take complete blame for that. I will take a little bit, though. I'm surprised that didn't hit me. I mean, I was confident it wouldn't, because I just stood there, but there was a part of me as it was flying that went, I have completely misjudged this. But then it was okay. Oh, that is wonderful. A load of bombs and a load of keys, and I'm happy with that. You know, sometimes you just find a load of bombs and keys, and the world just makes sense. Hematosis, not really a problem. We just gained health from that one, so that's all good. That's kind of a shame. I hope we find a way to begin flying. We can go in all three of these as well, which is nice. Bob's Brain! Cursed charge shot. You know what? Let's take it. It's not actually horrible. As we can see, we can really get an increased DPS, but I've got to be very careful when I use my shots. That actually is a good argument for taking Bob's Brain, because I'm being forced into being careful with my shots anyway, so this kinda marries up with each other, which is good. So where is our boss then? That is the question. Boom! Ba-boom! And ba-boom! Oh my god! Bob's Brain! Bob's Brain, and nice. I do like Cursed Charge Shot. It definitely has a certain appeal to it. Also, this may be a battery, and it's indeed not. I always seem to get that wrong. I either get it wrong or there's only a chance, in which case that makes a lot more sense, because I feel like I wouldn't get it wrong. Wow, Bob's Brain. That was wonderful. That was really, really wonderful. Come down one of the alleys again, please. There we go. And Bob's Brain, you're going to do some more work? Yes, you are. And a black heart from our Book of Sin. Good, we actually get to keep it this time. Isn't that a novel idea? So that spider should die fairly quickly. I'm going to go in this room. I've got the spare keys to do it. And Bob's Brain! Bob's Brain. Though I definitely don't want to get hit here. Kind of missed everything. And wow. Come on now. Come on now. What? That piled into his face! There we go. The credit's not horrible. 2! Hey, we got a pill for our efforts. I'm really, really pleased. I'm just so pleased. Oh, are you a wizard? How does that even work? Alright, it just sends the charge out of one particular direction. Well, this is definitely a room for Bob's Brain, I think, over anything else there. And yeah, let's do our boss. Oh, it's the Husk. The Husk is definitely an acceptable boss to kill, but maybe not so much while I'm still working on the effects. Honestly, I needed that black heart clear because I couldn't shoot anything due to my Are You a Wizard going on, so I was just having to sit here until it fixed itself, which kind of sucks. Oh, that spider. That spider being all ridiculous. Gonna have to really get some space. There we go. We get Bob's brain. And this is why I was very willing to take Bob's brain when I'd picked up Cursed Charge Shot. Because I have to be careful when I shoot anyway, of course. So I get a lot of potential value out of Bob's brain. And vroom. I remember at the start of Rebirth when people weren't sure what exactly triggered the teleport with Cursed Eye, and it was like one of the worst items in the game. But now that we do know it a lot better, it's honestly okay. Dead Sea Scrolls, may as well use them once for the fun, and it was just teleport, so that might very well have just locked us out of our... That was a load of bombs. That's not bad at all, actually. I'm kind of okay with that. Though the one downside to this... In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I want to deliberately get hit while charging. Oh. Is it not 100% chance anymore? Am I thinking of a different item that teleports you out when you get hit while charging? Because shouldn't I have got teleported out of here? I thought that was actually quite a smart use of the negative of Curse Shot. Do you not get teleported out anymore when you get hit while charging Curse Shot? Or am I just going crazy here? I feel like I'm either going crazy, it's changed, or I'm thinking of a different item. The thinking of a different item does seem very likely. I tend to do that a fair amount of time. Bob's brain, please, can you not right now? That was pretty good, though. That was definitely pretty good. I'll admit, I'm not too concerned if I am locked with Dead Sea Scrolls, because I think Dead Sea Scrolls are a wonderful item. Now, I'm not saying they're a good item, but they are a wonderful item, and my reason for that, honestly, is, yeah, we are locked into it. Oh, well, my reasoning for that is that I like items that are very random and spicy, and fun, and Dead Sea Scrolls definitely counts as that, so I'm okay with it. Ultra Pride, very good to find here, because we already have one guppy item, and this very, very may well complete the set if he drops the left hand, though he does have to drop the left hand for that, which is something that very well might not happen. Bob's brain, at any point, Bob's brain, Bob's brain, Bob's brain, and he does drop the left hand, which is good. Though I'll keep it for now, and then I'll go use the credit on the shop later on. That makes more sense. And Dead Sea Scrolls. Oh god, Anarchist Cookbook, Anarchist Cookbook! Worked out mostly okay. I mean, the only damage I took was from the actual enemies themselves, not the Anarchist Cookbook, so that, yeah, that's fine. I am accepting of that. Oh, I really thought I could sneak through those guys without taking damage, but I guess that is not on the table. Might be on the floor, though, so gotta watch out for that. Ooh, Bob's brain, there we go. I was waiting for it, and we got a slow, which actually is very, very useful against a room full of leg days. It gives us enough time to kill enough of them without getting hit. Oh my god. These leg days are very, very excitable. I mean, I wonder what's got them in such a happy, exciting mood. I mean, that's fair enough. I mean, maybe it's National Leg Day Day, which is one of my favorite holidays going, as you all do know. Bob's brain, you can go away. You're not for use in small rooms, except in those situations. Oh, that would have been glorious to get. Should have used that in here, actually. That was very, very stupid of me. And we've still not got a single damage up yet this entire run. Granted, Bob's brain at least gives us something along those regards, but I have a feeling we're going to be struggling with 9 lives until we actually find ourselves with a significantly good item, because you can't really tap fire Cursed Shot that much. It doesn't really work out, because you do have to charge at least a little bit of the time. Dad's Key is not bad. I think, honestly, Dad's Key is better than the Sea Scrolls. Unfortunately, we are kind of swapping spacebar items at a large rate here. Troll Bomb, that is really, really a shame. We could have done with any extra bit of health there. Please, please die. I just want you to die. There we go. It only took one shot in the end. I guess they do get weaker and weaker each time you try. May as well Dad's key that, save us a key, and we actually get a secret room, which is lovely. I'm not sure how a magical key can make a hole in the wall, but then again, I'm not sure how a magical key can unlock a locked door at range, so I don't think I should be too critical of some inconsistencies here. Well, I do have the store credit, but it's all the way over there, and it's not like I need it for anything in here, so really I'm just going to accept that I'm not going to get value out of that. And a Divine Heart. We do have a curse room down there. I may actually go back for that once we have dealt with the boss. Good! That is exactly what I wanted to happen. I was hoping the explosion wouldn't be close enough to us to actually affect anything, and indeed I was right. Room before the boss, and just some zombies. Just some zombies. In most situations, just some zombies would be quite the problem. I mean, you don't want to look at you and go, ah, it's just some zombies, that's absolutely fine. But in this game, not really too bad. And whoom, Bob's brain. Yes, Bob's brain. Bob's brain is by far going to be the biggest damaging component on this fight. Actually, he might not be, because we are firing a good amount of cursed shots into him. So maybe I am giving it a little bit too little credit as a DPS boost. I mean, if I got something like chocolate milk on top of Cursed Eye Shot, then we could really compound it, and then maybe add Monstro's Lung on top of that and have a really, really nice charge build. I could see that being a lot of fun. And we get Mum's Heal, which is just not really what we want at all, but I will use this Spirit Heart. I'm going into the Curse Room just because I am determined to become Guppy. I feel like it's our saving grace on this run, but I'm not going to take the credit with me to the next floor, because obviously I'd rather have the left hand for those sweet, sweet red chests. So for now, I guess we're just going to have to leave it there, unfortunately. This layout seems to be very good for tinted rocks. I seem to find them a hell of a lot of the time. And boom. Come on, small rock. Unfortunately not, but it does give us a... Yes! Okay, good. Good. It does give us a much better way of getting in here. I'm going to swap one out because I'm about to get an extra health up anyway. So I think that makes sense. And then I'm going to keep Dad's key. And it will open that. More red chests. Is this gonna... Yes! What is up? What is up? That was a good choice by me. Why am I not becoming Guppy? I have no idea. It has been a while since I have become Guppy fairly early on in a run and actually had a good Guppy run with Cursed Eye. So this is a very interesting run for me. And, you know, I don't normally like running. I'm allergic to physical activity. It's a real condition. What are you talking about? Mega Fatty, can you die? Like, even with Guppy's flies, he is tanking some hits here. And there we go. Dingle Dangle ain't going to be too much of a problem. Fortune Energy is not horrible, but doesn't really do much. I wish we still had the Book of Sin for that, honestly. Megamore is normally pretty squish, but even he is tanking up, because our damage is just base damage. While the flies are obviously going to be helpful, they're not going to be that helpful. So we're going to have to really balance that. Yeah, we literally have not picked up a damage up all run, so Guppy is the best way of gaining damage without a damage up. Though even Guppy still has this goddamn stem cell. I'm just so mad about how ugly stem cells look. I can't even speak English properly anymore. Oh, I'm shaking my fist so hard right now. Damn it. Because I already was Guppy, I should have dropped the left hand and gone back for store credit. That was a mistake by me. I'd like to think I at least realized it, so it's a little bit better, right? Like, it's better to make a mistake but realize you've made a mistake than not realize and make the mistake. Right, guys? Right? Bit of justice is always welcome. I don't know why I'm keeping Hematosis. I don't know, it may come in useful if we find a blood bank or something of the like. That was a very, very poorly timed Bob's brain for me. I'm going to have a little look in here, see what's up. A gold chest. Yeah, let's open it. Nothing for... Oh, good. Good. I'm glad I went in here because I was just sick of killing those guys, only to have to kill another load of those guys. So that really, really works out for me, I think. Definitely works out for me. Thanks so much. You have a beautiful sense of irony, game. You really do. And we have to deal with the hands, which does suck. There should be free, shouldn't there? Pretty sure there's normally free. Unless I'm being... Yep, there it is. There it is. Good. And that one got absolutely annihilated very quickly, and that one did as well. So that was a lot more painless than I thought it was going to be. Though now we do have to take this room. Although Bob's brain should be a lot more useful in here, because if I can get them to stack up, like... Oh, I nearly got collateral with the skull. I want the skull as well. Sweet. And more justice. Nice. I mean, you can never really have too much justice, I feel. So, this is always good. I mainly want to stack up the flies just for killing more of them. Come on, Bob's brain. Please. Yes, we got the other skull as collateral. Good bit of collateral damage. Screw the citizens! Not in that way. You dirty-minded, just... Oh, we definitely have enough bombs to go for this. I always remember that doesn't work like that. I try it a lot of the time and then always regret it. Not that there was any hearts for us there in any case, so I guess I shouldn't be too worried by the whole thing. That worked out nicely. Fly's doing a lot of work. Gonna put a bomb there just because, yes, I totally called it. Let's go Flatworm. Gives us a bit of more coverage with our base damage here, because we have done a lot of narrow misses, which is costing us a lot of potential damage uptime. And nice. I'll accept the body. I will. 3 hearts is obviously good, especially if we get ourselves a devil deal after killing Mum. That is a one disadvantage of getting this XL floor here, but at least we have another item room to go find, and I do like finding my item rooms. This is definitely known. And no, I am not a wizard. Today, I am not a wizard. And you're going to have to accept that. You are going to have to accept that. That fly, I didn't actually expect it to kill it, but it kind of just worked. Bob's brain, lovely. Bob's brain, really, I think it's fantastic. Whoop. Hey, gotta be cheeky with those bombs. Gotta be cheeky. BFFs, I mean, it's a good item to have in general, so I'm gonna take it just in case we do get some familiar action. I do like familiar action. It's much better than unfamiliar action. Hey, I know what I'm talking about. Woo. I hope this path on the left leads to the other item room, otherwise I'm gonna be... There it is. There's the teleport. So, I guess it is kind of random while you're charging. Maybe it's just not a guaranteed thing, which kind of makes it an even better item, honestly. We got a lot of bombs here. I may as well use it instead of the dad's key. That will just go in there and then see what we got. Ah, Capricorn. All stats up is very good. Guys! Alright, Necro 2, technically. We've got our first damage up. I don't know about you, but I'm impressed. 1 whole extra bit of damage on that meter. 1 whole extra bit of damage. I am so pumped. I would go to the curse room, but as I'm already guppy, I'm not too concerned about doing so. So I'm going to use my massive amounts of bombs to play a little bit more strategically effectively here and actually get things going. In fact, BFS does affect Bob's brain, so it was just a good pickup even now. I completely forgot it does have an interaction with Bob's brain. And Capricorn, the main advantage to Capricorn, more than our increased damage, is the fly's increased damage, because obviously it scales a lot better with them. So that worked out pretty damn nice. Here's hoping for a good old-fashioned devil deal. Kind of going to blow up these skulls. I mean, it's a pair of skulls. I think that's probably worth a bomb. Yeah, we get a black heart. That's fine. And we get the world. And more justice. Really, it's a lot of justice on this floor. I mean, I have not seen this much justice since I visited Gotham City. So, I am quite pleased. Okay, those things got nothing on me. I am very fast, thanks to the Roid Rage, which we found, which kind of sucks when you're not flying, but when you're flying, it really, I mean, you're flying. You are going for it. And these guys who managed to make me teleport out, the absolute bastards, shouldn't be able to do it again. I guess I underestimated the push range of their smoky smoke. Adversary kind of sucks. Like, really kind of sucks. I don't want to get teleported out of here. That would really be lame. Though it looks like we're about to bring him down. Flies, wonderful. And just plain dog food, so that is very lame. Alright, mother. Let's do this thing. Should be able to bring her down fairly easily, but I don't want to get caught charging. That's my main negative here. If I keep getting teleported out of the mum fight, I'm going to be very upset with myself. Bob's Brain. Thank you. Clear those out. That's good. Could do with Spectral Tears as well. That's one thing that is definitely lacking. In fact, Curse Eye is pretty damn good for fly generation, because each hit, of course, generates its own fly, which is lovely. That was pretty good timing there. Glad I let go of that, because that was pretty poor timing. Oh, really? That was pretty lucky timing. Altogether, a story of timing here. That was cool. Oh, and again, the hand. I mean, I know it's supposed to happen when you go in front of the doors, but I mean, I could at least get a little bit more fortuitous than that. I really could. And these zombies are very, very irritating. I mean, I'm not worried in terms of the run, honestly. We didn't require a devil deal here, but it would have been nice. And we're definitely going chest with this setup. There is not a doubt in my mind. Now, I don't think I'm going to go Mega Satan, despite Dad's keys, unless we get ridiculously powerful in the Utero, but I'm not convinced that's going to happen. I mean, we may as well fight to the Sin, just in case we get a particularly good drop off it, but, you know, it's not really guaranteed. In fact, it's kind of unlikely, honestly. What drop would I even be looking for at this stage? Die! Why won't you die? Flies! Go kill them! They're really... Seems like my flies are very confused by what is going on here. Like, really, really confused. They keep going for it, but they're like, but he's gone, boss! He's gone underground! What are we supposed to do, boss? I don't understand, boss! Boss! I'm really scared right now, boss! Flies? There you go. I mean, it does feel like I cheated a little on killing him, but then again, I'm okay. Actually, Sloth was very worth it, especially if we get a Joker or the like against him. He is dodging shots left and right. What a baller. And unfortunately, we get Bob's Rotten Head, which is not something I'm really desperate to keep, so let's go hunt down our boss. Again, not really desperate to go in the curse room either, so this kind of works out. And boom. I mean, I really didn't need to bomb my way out of that room. This room, however... Oh, that was very lame. This, however, is better than Flatworm. Unfortunately, it is better than Flatworm. As much as I do love Flatworm, and I really do, it just... This gives us a lot more potential. So, either the boss is off to the right and then down. Yeah, there we go. That looks about right. These guys are potentially going to give us some problems. Bob's Brain is going to help clear them, but really, I just don't want to be part of it. I just don't want to be part of it. And Bob's Brain, go kill the stalk. Thank you, Bob's Brain. Thank you. You're a good brain, Bob. You're a very, very good brain. I am happy to have this many red hearts, because it's rare that you actually get to use all of the heart drops you do even get. So, this is pretty good. He should have dropped a key. I feel like I just got robbed a little of my key. So we should be going on the right. Yeah, we'll have a go at you. We are, of course, Kane at the end of the day, so we got a lot of potential. Gonna blow up some rocks as well, just in case it ends up being particularly good. I mean, Fly Love isn't really that necessary, but we don't have much else to use our money on, and if I was anyone but Kane, I, of course, would be like, nah, but... Yeah, there it is. Good tool. Lovely. So good. I mean, it's a really good look, is the Fly Love. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm convinced. Please don't do this. Don't do this. Please come out the shell. Don't do... Yes, haha, you shouldn't have done that. You should have stayed in your shell. It was actually a good tactic. I lied. And Mum's heart. Oh no, Mum's heart, we're on the first floor. Of course we are. Mama Goody. Mama Goody. Mama Goody is so much easier while flying, of course, because you don't have to deal with those spikes being a mechanic, which basically eliminates one of the most important parts of the entire fight. So, this is good. Oh no, she went away and did spikes, and now what am I going to do anymore? I just don't know. Oh look, more spikes are happening. More spikes are happening. What am I going to do? She's actually a really easy fight when you're flying. That I will accept. That is a good substitute for a distinct lack of devil deal here. Okay, the world is good. The world is very good. Another HP up all around. Increased magic mushroom is probably the single best item I could have even asked for there. So we'll see what these two end up giving us. A load of red hearts. Oh, yes, that is very useful. And by very useful, I mean not even slightly useful, but thanks for your consideration. Please give us some spirit hearts, that's all I want. I'm grabbing keys just in case I end up finding... Haha! I'll admit I couldn't resist blowing him up with Bob's brain, and we'll blow him up just because I just don't think it's going to happen. 4 bombs for the effort. I mean, it's useful, potentially. We'll see how it goes on, but for now, to the right! Oh, curse of the maze. Curse of the maze. Amazing. Hey! No one has ever said that about a maze. Am I allowed to leave this room? Nope, nope, I'm not allowed to leave that room. Whatever I do, whatever I choose to do with the rest of my life, I am just not allowed to leave that room. That was ridiculous. Not as bad as at time it made me go into a curse room like 4 times. That was really, really good. I was so happy that that was a thing. God, just so happy. Pin! Didn't expect to see you here, Pinny boy. Though you are getting absolutely annihilated. That is something you got to consider here. Do I want to take this now? I'll come back for it later and get even more health. I guess come back for it later is the sensible play, because that way we can just guarantee an extra bit of health, and every bit of health matters when you are going to be facing Isaac with no defensive items, and very little in the way of offense. Though granted, I mean, if I'm only going to choose 2 ways of having damage in a run, Magic Mushroom on top of Guppy is a pretty solid choice. It really is. That was a very bad room for me, though. I took way, no, but seriously, way too much damage there. Do I wanna get them? Yeah, why not? Good, I'm glad I actually went for that now. And that should be fine, as long as I keep firing. As long as I keep my flies up, nothing should really be able to touch me that badly. And I want to have a go at these pills. Let's have a look what's going on. Explosive diarrhea and tears up. Tears up is good, because obviously that increases, I believe, the charging rate of Cursed Eye. Though I've never had the interaction before, so I could be completely wrong. I mean, I really could. I will freely admit it. And explode, die. Ooh, that nearly killed me. Thank you very much for my ridiculously obscene amount of movement speed. Cool. Well, that could have gone a lot worse, so I'm happy about that. I don't really need to keep explosive diarrhea. Curse of the Mazing into a secret room halfway across the floor, however, is a pretty good little benefit there, so really am excited. Did that spider just kill its friend as the first thing it did in this room? Because that is brutal. I mean, delicious, but brutal. And boom. I should start probably exploding these, because I have the bombs to do so, and if I get health or some of the items that they can drop, it's probably useful. Bombs are keys, not really relevant when I got this many keys and this many bombs. There's not really one or the other I desperately find myself needing. Tears up is obviously great. And there we go. Nice. Okay, Mum's Heart. Ooh, the different way. The compass being a very fickle friend at the moment. It's not like the compass to lie to me like that. It's really, really not. And we do get at least a heart, so this is good. We are getting good value bombs, or at least mostly good value bombs, and that's really what it's all about. Wow, Bob's brain was like, I'm gonna get you, and then just awkwardly everything died as he slowly passed through it. I mean, I feel bad for good old Bob there, so we would have made Guppy in here had I not done the dad's key thing, so at least that is good to know, though we would have been very much struggling up until this point, I think we can all agree, so maybe we wouldn't have even got to hear Seed! Damn it! ZK90 Pathetic 42 never remembers. I think that is a fairly accurate description of what is currently going on. And boom, I'm kind of regretting taking Curse Shot because I found so many tears up. I'd be shooting at quite the rate without the risk, but you can't know everything that's gonna happen, so I just gotta roll with the punches and roll with the ways of how things go. And please die. There it is, and you as well. And boom. There we go. Alright, now we can settle into the rhythm of killing Mother. Though that kind of sucked. Though our flies are doing a lot of good work here. They really, really are. Bob's brain, come back please. I wish to use you so I can maneuver. That was a very Very lame hit. Magic mushroom, extra size, proving very much to be my undoing here. Oh, I just assumed she was going to die from something, so I just kind of stopped fighting. That was a little bit awkward. Let's go grab our extra health then all the way back towards there. There's also a red heart for us to get. Kind of makes sense. I'll admit there's a small part of me that's maybe going, I bet you wish you'd not blown up that arcade now. And to that part I'm saying, shut the hell up, you know nothing. And it's like, it's just sniggering to me, and it's just really an unfortunate experience. Nerdsky, thank you very much. I don't want to deal with that room, not even slightly. And boom, we're also going to use some bombs on these two, because you never know. Get a bit of health there, but nothing else. Arcade, what you got? Boom, boom, boom. Well, I mean, honestly, what more could I ask for there? A complete refill, almost a complete refill, and we get to move on with an extra bonus heart. Oh, Curse of the Maze! This is the first time ever I have genuinely been happy with Curse of the Maze. And I feel like that is saying something. I mean, it still has time to screw me over, so I'm not going to completely count my proverbial chickens. But for the most part, oh, yeah, Curse of the Maze actually helping me out there. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Loving it like that. Alright, world, give us the path that we must go. So we can either go straight right or go down there for a sin. Do I want that, though? I mean, I can actually bomb my way into the curse room, which I think is a tangible enough benefit to warrant me doing that. Though, this room, can I just say, is actually the worst room in the world, and I'm just going to leave now. I am just going to leave. Well, while it's again a fistula, this fistula is much better than the previous fistula, so we're not going to worry about that. I was like, yeah, I'll just go quickly grab this cursed room, and then immediately got obliterated for most of my health. That is very depressing that happened, I will admit. Though we do get a tinted rock, so silver linings and all that. Gold chest? Yay! Oh, wow, that is what I needed. That is what I needed. And getting these mushrooms is actually potentially really nice, though we already have magic mushrooms, so not much is going to happen for us. We'll grab the Liberty Cap, I think it's tangibly more useful. Explosive diarrhea and bad gas. Alright, that's fine. And curse room then, we have this chest, please, oh, Abel. Oh, we did need our Abel, we really, I mean, if we'd not found this room, I don't think we actually could have beat Isaac. I just don't think it was possible. Yeah, there we go. You know, I was like, there's still time. There is still definitely time for Curse of the Maze to screw us over. I was right. Oh my god! That is what I like to see. That is what I like to see. I am very, very happy that this worked. Actually, no, the tears up with the curse. I am only noticing it now in its full glory. That is a lot of tears that are firing every single, that's unlucky, every single time I charge for even a second. I am getting a lot of tears from that. So that works out really, really well. I'm very pleasantly surprised at that. That Emperor card was... whew, and it was Curse of the Maze. I literally would not have gone in that room if not for Curse of the Maze. Curse of the Maze has actually been a massive bro to me this run. I am actually astounded. I really, really am. I never ever thought I would be praising Curse of the Maze's name, but no, I am. I genuinely am. Goodbye, Cathedral. Good goddamn bye. That could have been so much more brutal than it was. Curse of Darkness is a little bit frustrating. Pickaxe useless, that's useless. Wow. I mean, that is just horrific, isn't it? That is not good. Well, I guess we may as well take it. It's a tiny increase in damage. And then we got Dad's Key, so we can skip the odd room. So we gotta be aware of that. We gotta remember it. Lust, please. I need to use Bob's brains, so can you stop chasing me? Well, thank you very much, Raph. Raph was like, in the middle of this fight, no one will notice if I assassinate Lust. That is quite brutal. We're getting Game of Thrones on between these sins. I mean, I could totally see them being all aggressive with each other like that. Unfortunately, Sloth died to flies before I could finish off Raph, so that is definitely a negative thing to happen there. But, I mean, potentially, as long as we keep playing as well as I physically can play. We killed that one. Dodged his brimstone. And now that that one's dead, this one becomes a lot easier. Those flies are going to finish him quite nicely. And then, boom! Alright. We did that fairly okay. I'm feeling down. Fortunately, while that was wrong, it didn't actually cost us anything. So, that is okay. Oh, there's one that I didn't see. There's one that I didn't see. The regret is palpable. The regret is there. Granted, we do have 9 lives, so we might have an even bigger struggle through this than I could have imagined, but we do have a lot of potential. That kind of sucks. Really thought it would have died before it finished charging due to the flies and all of that. I don't know, Blue Baby's going to be a particularly... Vision! There we go. That is convenient. Very, very convenient. Though this room is, less so, but at least it's not double cage. That's what we got to realize. That is definitely... In fact, what am I doing? Oh, that doesn't work in... Yeah, okay. I could go through the rooms, but I couldn't go through the secret rooms. That seems a little bit inconsistent, honestly, but fortunately, we get through this room as it is anyway. Please give me an item! That's not an item. Could have been better, but could have been worse. I guess. Could have killed me somehow. I don't really know where I'm going with this. I really am worried and concerned that this is going to come down to us repeatedly trying Blue Baby with 1 heart and dying just towards the end. And I don't really know how I'm going to get past that. I really, really don't. Okay, I could really do with an item here. I'll admit, I could really, really, really do with an item. And that very nearly got me. Curse of Darkness is trying its best to make this as hard for me as possible, but then again, that is kind of the point of Curse of Darkness, so I can't really be too mad at it for doing what it was born to do. Oh, I am so happy for my movement speed right now. Of course, a troll bomb just casually at the end, just really in case. This is potentially awesome, depending on what tarot card we find ourselves having. I mean, my flies are doing a sizably good amount of damage here. Please be something good. The chariot has a lot of potential. The chariot does have a lot of potential. This shouldn't be difficult. We're flying. The only reason double superless room is ever difficult is if you're not flying. And as we are flying, well, I mean, you know how this works. I don't need to put 2 and 2 together for you. For your energy, not really that useful when we're 1 room away from our goal here. We can at least use our bombs in some way to mitigate the difficulty of this room, though it does seem like these bombs are just refusing to be eaten by these chubs. Maybe they're learning. The chubs are learning! Which is a very weird sentence to say by itself. The Hermit is pointless. It's just a free teleport. Alright, well, it basically comes down to if we can beat Blue Baby with this kind of health, which I'll admit isn't terribly likely. I mean, I'm going to give it my all. I am, of course, going to give it my all. But, you know, my all's not the best. Let's use our chariot here to clear out the first round of these. I think that makes sense. Alright, so now that he's slowly flying towards us, the fight actually does become sizably easier. And I still have 1 life, effectively, in terms of how much I can get hit. Had to risk skirting around them, which I'll admit I really... Oh, God, there it is. There it is. There's the damage I couldn't take. Ooh, this is terrifying. This is terrifying. Please, can my flies finish Blue Baby? Please, can my flies... Yes, okay, good. Oh, that was an intense experience. I don't want to go through it again. That run was awesome. My name has been RageGamingVideos. Like, if you've enjoyed this, it really does help, and I do appreciate it. And subscribe for more. Oh, goodbye.